Here at the James L. Winkle College of Pharmacy, much is known about Dr. Fan and his rise to power. But many people wonder about Dean Fant's mustache. Some will recall that just a few years ago, he had quite a mustache happening, but suddenly they were separated. Now some would suggest that the mustache even led to his rise to power. But if so, why would he have separated himself from the mustache? What events would have happened on that unfortunate day separating the dean from his mustache? I, Andrew Gerald, have gone undercover to answer some of these questions and ask some of the harder hitting questions that have not been asked before. We're here with Dr. Fant's mustache now. I'd like to hear a little bit about what's been going on in your life, Dr. Fant's mustache. It's been about 5 years since we've seen you. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on.
So yeah, I lived on streets for a bit.
Look, it's Dean Fant's mustache.
Man, he really does need a beer.
I got kicked off every bench I could find.
Hey, move along, sir. Move along.
5-0 Scatter!
Yeah, he stays here about 5 times a week. Yeah, I'm always telling him to get going. You know, he brings his drugs, his hookers here. It's really bad for the neighborhood. Yeah.
I got hosed from different area codes.
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hey, Big Papa.
Hey.
What you all
What's going
doing
on?
tonight?
But I finally found my calling. Just partying, man.
What kind of emotional roller coaster were you going through during your drug-addicted rage? What were you feeling in that time?
First of all, I want to set something straight with the paparazzi. I made Willie Fan. I've gotten along just fine without him. I wouldn't call it a drug-addicted rage. I was just feeling free, man.
Some people might say that you're manic, even bipolar. How would you respond to that?
Wow, what does that even mean? I'm bi-winning. I'm an F-18, bro. My mind works in a different dimension, not of this world. If I hooked you into my mind for 5 seconds, you'd be like, whoa, unplug this guy.
I think that our viewers would like to hear a little bit about what types of drugs you were using when you were at your lowest point.
You know what? Yeah, I'm on a drug. It's called Big Willie Fan. Charlie Sheen ain't got nothing on me. I've been banging Anchor and rocks straight to Mars because that's how I roll. And you know what? It's not available because if you try it, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body.
That sounds pretty intense. Have you slowed down at all since you were at your lowest point?
Man, my mind has one speed, and that's go. I don't even know what slow down means.
Following our interview, there was a lot of interest in hearing other faculty members' opinions on Dean Fan and his mustache. We caught up with them and asked them several questions. Our first question was, what were your thoughts on the relationship between Dean Fan and the mustache when they were actually together?
Let's say glamorous.
I think it's bad.
You should shave.
Unattractive.
How would you describe Dean Fan's mustache in one word?
He's an idiot.
He's insane. Misguided.
Douchebag.
If you did have children, would you let them hang out with Dean Fan's mustache?
No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Why all the hatred for Dean Fan's mustache?
Long-term drug abuse. Or the fact that his grandfather was from Dayton, Ohio.
Is it hookers and drugs?
I think that facial hair on women ought to be eliminated.
I'm told that you witnessed the breakup. Could you describe it to us?
Bloody.
We also asked other faculty members, would you like to see Dean Fan and the mustache reunited?
Justified. Well justified.
It beats shooting them because otherwise you would have blood all over the fur.
I haven't seen too many in Vegas.
It seems to be very important, especially to women around the world.
Yeah, I
I don't really care for it, but I hear Jordan Phelps likes it.
Oh, excuse me. This just in, a lot of our viewers at home are tweeting with a common question. They're wondering if you and Dean Fan will ever be reunited.
Of course. Everybody needs a little mustache.
That's what she said. But in all seriousness, do you think you'll get back together?
Of course I think we'll get back together. Big Willie, if you're watching this, you know you can't live without me. I put that twinkle in your eye.
Absolutely not. I would quit before I'd let that happen.
Hi guys, I just want to remind you that faculty auction is this Friday. And this year, Dr. Doherty has a great package.
Oh. Excuse me. Sir, excuse me.
What seems to be the problem, ma'am?
I think I'm going into labor.
Okay, you're going into labor. Well, let me ask you a few questions first to make sure we're getting the right process here for the both of us, all right? My name is Joe Dunnigan.
Sir.
All right, I am your pharmacist. I'm here for you.
I'm going into labor
You're
now.
going into labor, okay. What are the main associated symptoms?
I'm having contractions.
Having contractions,
More
okay.
frequently.
Okay, what is the situation like?
Sir, it's painful.
It's painful.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
going to labor.
Okay,
Now.
is the situation changing?
Sir, it's getting more frequent.
More
and it
frequent,
hurts
okay,
more.
okay. What have you done so far?
I'm just trying to breathe.
You're just trying to breathe. Well, Lobby, freaking da. Okay, when did this start?
Just 5 minutes ago.
About 5 minutes ago, okay. Now, where is the problem located on your body?
Sir, I'm going into labor. My stomach, I think my baby is ready.
Okay, okay, well, what makes it worse?
Time. Use
Time? What makes it better?
Nothing. It's getting worse.
Okay, okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do, man, all right? I want you to relax. I want you to breathe, all right? I want you to breathe. I'm going to do some breathing techniques for you, okay? I want to show you what to do. All right? I want you to put one leg up on the table right here. Okay? Just breathe like that, okay? And then I want you to breath.
Oh, I think my water just broke. You're useless.
이거 잘못했다고 이게 뭐냐고. 이거
Okay. What seems to be the problem, man?
이거 잘못했다고. 이게 어떻게 30분이냐고. 너무 비싸잖아. 이거 어떡할 거냐고.
Okay, you're going to have to slow down a second.
진짜 되게 또라이네. 이거 어떡할 거야.
Okay, is anyone... Oh, God. Okay.
잘못했다니까. 이거 내 거 아니라고.
Okay, I know my dad says I speak Korean.
저기 써 있어.
Okay. There was a little bit of misunderstanding when they printed this badge.
달라고.
Okay.
잘못이냐고. 이거 내 거
Okay,
아니라고.
oh, God. You're going to have to calm down, ma'am. I can't work under this pressure.
이거 뭔데? 난
Okay, oh, for the love of God, I don't speak Korean!
이거 내 게 아닌데 빨리 물어내라고. 이거 잘못했다고.
I got it. Just
Oh, thank God.
go ahead.
넌 또 뭐야?
So what seems to be the problem?
이게 잘못했다고. 이게 내 게 아니라고. 이건 제 거라고.
Okay, okay. I can see that you're really frustrated.
친구 아니냐고. 뭐 어쩌라고. 이거 내 거 아닌데.
How do you really feel about it?
이게 내 거 아니라니까. 미치겠어. 이거 어쩌라고.
Okay. Good morning, students. Going on from last lecture, we were talking about going starting young females on oral contraceptives. There are monophasics, biphasics, and triphasics. Now, does anyone have any questions before we start? Yeah, yes, Mr. Phelps.
Yeah, so this is a little off subject, but I was wanting to know about the dissociation curve of acetylcholine. I missed that yesterday. Can you re-go over that a little bit?
Yeah, well, Mr. Phelps, I would have thought you would have this memorized already. A kindergartner should know that answer. I'm not even gonna answer it. Moving on. Okay.
Man, it's alright. He does that to everybody.
No, I'm sick and tired of it, dude. This is the last time. I'll get back at him.
Yeah, Mr. Craig, in regards to what you just said, wouldn't you see with an uptrend in gang violence, especially in the West Coast, would you want to see your law enforcement officials juicing?
David, I got this. Dr. Skau, you mean gangs, which carry guns that shoot bullets, which steroids don't stop. How does everybody else get a 94 or better and I get a 72?